Hey folks, Silence Speaks More. I'm going to try some video here that I've never tried before. But I kind of want to show you what a horse's neck ought to look like as he's bending around. We talk about the four-legged turn. Now he's got all four legs are moving. It's a nice circle. Notice the bend in his neck. Now when we go the other way here, we'll add our inside leg, our right leg. Okay. And get his head down just a little bit. But now notice how you can bend him around here. You can kind of see his eye there, maybe. Okay, now that's just a nice turn here, okay? So that's what we talk about, a four-legged turn. Now, as you go a little more with this turn, you're going to add a little bit more outside leg. And I'm going to try and show you what he's doing with his front. See how he's stepping over there, if I've got this in the neighborhood. Okay, that's what we talk about when we say stepping over. Okay, up, easy buddy, easy, easy little guy. Okay, so now back here you're going to add a left leg, and we'll show you where to apply it. Now notice the bend in his neck there, it's nice and supple. Okay, all the way up here between his ears, right? So again, this might not be a very good video for you, but it will give you an idea of what a horse's neck should look like as he's moving. Now I'm going to add my right leg up by the cinch. Easy, buddy. Okay. Okay, now we're going to move him around there. Now see the nice little band he's got? And see on his neck here, we're right above the saddle horn. Okay, you've got to keep, this is the pull of a horse's neck is what we're going to show you here. Okay, so as you're turning that, you should be able to get that neck to bend right over at the pole. Okay, so that's what that's look like. Now here's his face. Notice he's just looking right at me here. There's my boot. Okay, so work on getting your horses to flex that way. Now notice he's standing perfectly still here. Okay, he should be able to turn both directions real easy like this. Okay, and that'll keep him nice and supple. Okay, then we're going to go a little bit farther straight here to get him to line it out. Now that's nice and straight. If I add my left leg up by the cinch, you notice how he bends that neck nice and round there. Okay. Now if I add my right leg, notice the neck starts to come. There you go. Okay, so just remember to work on that pole, the front shoulders now as we're looking straight down here. Okay. Try and keep that nice and round. Thank you kindly, folks. Silence Speaks More. We're going to still working with that little bay stallion. Now, we're going to, from this nice simple four-legged turn here, his neck is bent really well. Okay, now if you want to start teaching a horse how to spin, you'll want him to start stepping over in the front. Now I apply my inside leg, so on this case we're turning to the right, so we're going to apply that right leg. Okay, we're squeezing right there behind the cinch, no spur contact whatsoever at this point. Okay, so now notice his circle's getting tighter and tighter. Again, as you look over here, over his shoulder, you'll notice that front foot starts to step over. And then the more leg you apply, the more he steps over on it. Until he's really stepping over, okay? So then he learns how to get the one leg out of the way of the other leg. That's real important at this, okay? You never want to start a horse spinning until he knows that he can get the one leg out and he's flexible enough to do it. If he reaches over and steps on himself all the time, he's going to hurt himself. Then he's just not going to want to turn. Then that's where you see a lot of horses when they start to teach them to spin, then they start to resist. They get their head up, they start jumping around or going sideways because they've hurt themselves so much, okay? Now I've got my left leg on this little horse, again up by the cinch. You see that nice bend there? We'll see if we can't get a better picture of the step over here. See where he's stepping over there? He's still turning in a circle, but now he's stepping over more, okay? See that step over? Now you can feel it. It's real. You'll be able to feel it. He's reaching over with the right foot, stepping over in front of the left one there. Okay? So now if you want, you'll just start off in that circle. I'm going to apply my right leg up by the cinch again, get that nice bend in his neck here, okay? Now for me, everybody does this a little bit different. Lots of people will put the left leg on a horse, and if you're starting them that way, that's fine. There's no one way to do any of this stuff. Everybody just tries until you get what's right for you. But if I want him to start spinning now, I take my left foot completely off of him. So it's way out over here, right? Then I just start clicking. Ooh. Okay. Hope you folks don't get dizzy at that. Okay, now we're going to change the direction here. Make sure he starts off That's all right. Make sure he goes off into a walk first, a nice four-legged turn. Then you're going to take the right leg, move it off of him. Good man. Good man. Then just let him walk. And just let him walk away with it, okay? He started off cantering. That's all right. That's how in some reining patterns you do your spins, and you start out at a lope, okay? Always make your horse stop and settle a little bit after you're teaching him something like this, okay? Don't let him get all excited, and then they start to anticipate what you're doing, and then you have to correct them just merely for an anticipation. So just make them always stop, relax, then start off again. Okay, thank you kindly, folks.